Welcome back. In 2022, the race for the state Senate seat representing District 27 was close. Now that district includes Cameron, Willacy, and parts of Hidalgo counties. It stretches up to north of Beeville. Now this year we get a rematch between incumbent Democrat Morgan Lamantia and Republican Adam Inaosa. Now we joined both of them at campaign events to get a feel of who they are as candidates. Senator Morgan Lamantia serves in her family's business as House Counsel. That business, L&F Distributors, is well known in the community. We caught up with her at Brownsville's Lunada Artisan Market recently and asked her to tell us more about herself.
I was born in the Valley, I was raised on the border, and I grew up here in this community. And who I am today is because of my family business and the morals and ethics my family raised me with.
Supporters of Lamantia we spoke with seem to feel that her knowledge of small business is her biggest strength.
Of course, man. I mean, that's one of the primaries that we do need down here because, I mean, the small business, look at what we have here right now.
If we have someone who understands what it's like to run a small business, have that represented up there, I think we'd have a better opportunity.
Lamantia tells us she has a lot she wants to do if reelected.
We try to help promote education as much as we can in healthcare amongst our own employees as well, and that's something that I wanted to run for, to be able to continue to build our education, to have healthcare access, because South Texas is such a wonderful community.
We asked her why you should vote for her.
Well, one of the bills we passed was one that was going to help small employers work with our local community health centers like Su Clinica, like Brownsville Health Center, now New Horizons, to be able to offer health care to their employees by doing a direct primary care system. In addition, we fought really hard to increase the pay raise of our teachers.
Her opponent, Brownsville-born Republican Adam Inaosa, owns several small businesses, including a bar and grill and a car dealership. He currently lives in Corpus Christi, and we caught up with him at a recent outing in Harlingen where he handed out meals to supporters as well as provide information on his opponent's voting record. The line was lengthy. We asked him for more on who he is. Who is Adam Inaosa?
Well, Adam Inaosa is a very caring, just regular guy. I'm a family man, small business owner, and I want to represent you. That's why I'm out here, so I can make myself available to you and your concerns. That's why I'm here.
He says he wants to address what people at events like this are talking to him about.
A lot of the same. They're concerned about the board. They're concerned about our economy. They're concerned about our children. And, you know, we've got a senator now who's got a voting record, so I just encourage everybody to review that and know which one of us better represents your South Texas values.
His supporters think he is, simply put, a good candidate, and one was studying up on his opponent.
He's got several things that we were seeing against his running mate. So we want him to solve the problems of the jobs and bring more stuff to the valley.
No, I believe he's a good candidate.
And do you like Morgan Lamantia?
I don't even know her.
We asked Inaosa why these people and others should vote for him.
Because I'm a Christian man who makes me conservative, and, you know, I'm a Republican third. So, you know, I want to represent our South Texas values. You know, my dad was a Democrat, and he raised us to be very conservative and Christian, and I represent our values. I just want to come serve you and represent you in Austin.
For NBC 23, I'm Frank McCaffrey.